Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the month of January. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Scorpio, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me, please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's see what we have here for you, Scorpio. Now, just a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you're one of those people that watches my content regularly and you've not hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps my channel grow in a big way. Or even if it's your first time watching this video, I would also appreciate it. Tapping the like icon really helps as well. So let me see what we have here, make sure everything is in view, and we'll get right into it. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Seven of Cups. So this is a card of almost feeling overwhelmed, Scorpio, by the amount of choices that you have at hand. This month may be a busy time for you to get this card, and it will be important to do something, whatever that thing is, literally anything. It's different for everyone, to remove the burden and to take note of when you're feeling overwhelmed in this month of January. Come to that awareness of recognizing where you may be overwhelmed or where you may be dipping into that energy, because it can really affect other areas of your life when you are having to deal with that feeling. And so definitely I feel like some of you are maybe taking a look at that, taking a look at narrowing down and asking yourself which cup is best for you. On top of that here, the Seven of Cups can say that you do have a lot of choices and options. So on one hand, it can be overwhelming. On the other hand, it can be a good thing. If you've been looking for, like, let's say you're looking for a job or something along those lines, can indicate that you have multiple offers, multiple opportunities, different paths to take, which is definitely not a bad thing. What I will say here is some of you in this month are going to come up to a sort of decision point here, or a sort of inflection point where you're going to have to make a hard decision. And yeah, so there's this energy of indecisiveness that's coming through to me here in the cards that some of you may want to just take a look at. But moving forward here, right away in the middle for your overall sort of message to start off the reading outside of the Seven of Cups is the Six of Wands. So this is a really nice energy of triumph, victory, exceeding expectations, really. This person here on the horse has won the battle of the Five of Wands. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wands here in the crowd. They're holding the victorious wand. They have won the battle, and they are now being publicly recognized by people around them. And so it can represent literal public recognition, but it can also say that you are exceeding expectations, you're winning, you're victorious at something. And so for some of you here, I get the sense that whatever overwhelming feeling is coming through is because it's important to you. Oftentimes if we're anxious or we're overwhelmed, it's because we really care about something. And that's what I feel like is coming through for you here, where this choice that you have to make is important to you to make. And it does suggest that you will be quite successful in that. But here's some roadblocks, and we'll get into the roadblocks here. But towards the beginning of the month, as we roll into 2022, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. So this Wheel of Fortune is a major card of destiny, good luck, good fortune, good situations happening in your material life. It's Jupiter energy. Interestingly enough, Jupiter moves into Pisces here at the end of December, December 29th. So basically right as we roll into 2022. And so some of you may want to take a look at where your Jupiter is in your chart, just sort of tip that you can check that out. using an online calculator. But at any rate, some of you here are looking to expand. All right, on a much larger note here, you're looking to expand with this Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups here diagonal. Diagonals in this spread for me are directions that you're headed or places that you're going. And you are all about, you're about to start this year off with a bang. Like, you're looking to expand something here. Looks very good. You have this Eight of Pentacles, which is I love this card. I love the energy of this card. I have a lot of favorites, but this is all about positive movement forward in your career situation because you have some sort of special gift, talent, or ability that really keeps you well provided for. If it's not like literally like design, artistry, writing, singing, dancing, anything like that, it literally means that you do whatever it is that you do for work with an element of talent that other people can't necessarily do the way that you can. And so you truly bring something to the table here. As you see there, they are wrapping up, they're sitting at the table. And so for some of you here, you're really looking to expand on the talent, the gifts that you have. What's interesting here is in this lower row, there's something coming in the subconscious level for you, which might come through in dreams in the way that you talk to yourself. But you have this Five of Pentacles, which is really telling you to not dip into scarcity thinking and to not talk to yourself in a negative way when it comes to material resources and money, especially as you have something like the Wheel of Fortune above, because the Wheel of Fortune is like in some ways completely opposite of this Five of Pentacles, where the Wheel of Fortune is like expansion, abundance. Five of Pentacles is scarcity and not thinking there will ever be enough. But that's not what the cards are saying is the case for you, okay? So there's something here at the subconscious level that I think you're working through, and it might be because of this overwhelming feeling. Now, in the middle of the month, you have the Four of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So I'm going to start here at this 8. We have these Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords here in this lower row, the subconscious, coming through in dreams. You are feeling restricted right now, but it's not because of anyone else, Scorpio. Okay, and I'm not coming at you, but the cards are saying the reason you're feeling this way is because you are in some sort of self-imposed imprisonment here, okay? With this Eight of Swords card. You can see this person is blindfolded to the realities of a situation. And each one of these swords represents some sort of thought that they are trapped in, okay? And so it talks about fears getting in the way, basically. Especially with the Seven of Cups, you're overwhelmed, okay? And I'm also extending this overwhelming feeling here. In this case, it's not cups, but it's swords surrounding the person. And it's because of the gravity of a decision that you have to make. You have this Four of Swords as well. This is another message of you taking time to regulate your energy, okay? To rest, to heal, to recover. Whatever moment you have, whatever spare time or moment you have, might be wise to do something to help yourself out. That's different for everyone. Maybe going for walks, or, going to the gym, or there's something here where you need to really blow off steam, if you will, whatever that is for you. Towards the end of the month, you have the King of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. So we have this really interesting row here in this kind of current realizations row with the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Wands, where you are succeeding, okay? This Two of Wands here, you see this person's at a crossroads, and they have a choice between two options, paths, wands, people, decisions. And this is really, for me, a big card in this spread with the Seven of Cups for you. And so there's like a weight, the weight of a decision here is weighing heavy on you. Ultimately, though, you're going to make the right choice here, because towards the end of the month, whatever's going on here with this Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords is going to get resolved with this Ten of Cups coming in, which is total joy, happiness, windfalls of success, overwhelming, positive, happy feelings. It's a really nice card, especially family energy. But you have this King of Pentacles as well here, which is somebody who achieves a high status in work. And like I said, this whole reading is about you exceeding expectations with the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. All about Jupiter expansion and you moving up, moving up to a new level in your career or your financial life. So really like this energy. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, maybe share this video with a friend. Also, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. I might be doing something with my email list in this year ahead. So we have Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. This is making a lot of sense to me. You can chant Om. Do you see the Om symbol here? You can even just find Om chants on YouTube. But there's this message here of you needing to rest, meditate, go within with the Seven of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Master Buddha. You also here have really nice energy. Karnanos, life force, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased, as well as Bridget, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. I may be wrong, but I think the author of this deck says that these two cards are counterparts. This is the Keeper of the Light Oracle deck. So it's interesting. I was not getting anything love related, but at the same time, I think you're connecting with your life force here in this, or it's going to be important that you connect with your life force here. You know, I'm a Reiki master. We work with life force energies. I haven't done Reiki in some time, but you know, when you learn Reiki, you learn to work with life force energies. And so some of you may be doing Reiki or alternative energy therapies or something like that to help you. You have If You Believe, romance. Wow. Okay. So maybe it is a person, and you have trust. So we'll just say, I could be wrong, but we'll just say Kronos and Bridget are counterparts. I believe I'm right, but yeah. So some of you may, at the end of all of this, what could be, you may have a path that you're choosing between, like, do I go into work mode? Do I spend more time with this person or something like that? But at the end of all this, some of you could be finding somebody here with that Ten of Cups showing up. We'll have to see. I'll want more confirmation of that, but it's possible here. At the same time, you have this trust and If You Believe, which is a really nice message, especially as you might be feeling overwhelmed. Again, it's like eustress. If you're unfamiliar, eustress is a good type of stress because this situation matters to you. You have the the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So, really nice. Some of you absolutely starting something here. You know, I always like to say, I love, Ace of Wands is my favorite card in the tarot, but if there's ever a card for starting a business, it is the Ace of Wands. Wands is the suit of enterprise. I always like to say it's like side hustles, you know, turning passions into profits, career interests, new beginnings in those areas, lively types of energies. And to get the Eight of Wands with it, that's like really good news. It's a quick moving event that brings about good news. It can represent phone calls, text messages, emails, letters, things like that. Accelerated motion, things moving forward. So you have all of this Wands energy here carrying you into the month. Some of you may be starting something. Some of you may be getting a new business or getting a new career that you're getting a start in here, as you have this King of Pentacles in the future, which is all about high status, moving up. So some of you may be, you could be in either camp. You have this King of Swords as well, which is the energy of authority and leadership, as well as like the divine scales. Cutting through the nonsense, cutting through the drama as well. Okay, interesting. You have the Ten of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Tower. All right, so yes, you have this. I was waiting to see when we would get a page here. It does not surprise me to see that we have this Page of Pentacles. I was looking for either the Page of Wands or the Page of Pentacles. Both in certain different ways can represent like job or career opportunities, career prospects, anything like that. Page of Pentacles could mean that you have good prospects ahead, and that could be in any type of situation for yourself. Just in, you know, if you're looking to buy a house, you have multiple opportunities. You might have a list of different properties, although right now it's very hard to buy a house, but some of you maybe have good prospects in whatever it is that you're looking to move onto. At this moment with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups together. Seven of Cups meaning multiple things, multiple choices, opportunities, with a Page of Pentacles in the middle is definitely good. Interestingly enough here, you have this revelation coming in with the Tower and the Eight of Swords. I get the sense that you're going through a deep understanding that, like, this entire time you were in your own sort of imprisonment, okay? Like, you were in your own sort of thing here, and you've been dealing with that. So One card never makes a reading. You have two very challenging cards with the Tower and the Ten of Swords. Really, the Ten of Swords is just an ending. It does suggest finality. It does suggest something completely done. But I always like to say that the Ten of Swords offers you with an opportunity to release yourself from what is toxic or no longer serving you. And it does say that there's a new beginning on the horizon. There's hope on the horizon. The worst is behind you. So let's see what else this might be. Okay, so now we have the Devil card with the King of Pentacles is definitely Capricorn energy, Temperance, and the Star. Okay, so I always like to say this. I have to always throw this out. When you get the Tower and the Star in the same reading, and especially when they are one after the other next to each other, it's always a sign to me that this Tower moment is ultimately going to lead you to a very positive new beginning. Okay, the Tower in and of itself is simply the exposure of an illusion. It's this idea of like maybe you living in a house of cards, but for you, at the end of all of this, the Star represents healing after the upheaval of the Tower. This pool that this genie is sitting in or standing in is a pool, is a healing, it's healing waters of renewal, right? And so it says that if you've been nursing an injury or you've been going through a tough time, something here is working out. This is an excellent card of hope and optimism for the future, wishes and dreams coming true. It's one of the major wish cards, and you have it clarified here with the Ten of Cups. So what is it that you want, Scorpio? Because anything you want here, and I feel like I've been saying this to you for weeks now, but like I do wonder if some of you just need to like make like a manifestation diary or like what do you want, because everything you want is here. It's like right in front of you, and this could be the revelation. You have this Temperance card, which I love to see as well, which is another card of major healing. Okay, we see the water being, this water symbolism coming back in here. Temperance card, all about healing, alchemy, making the best of a situation, turning situations around. And the Devil is a card of our shadows, but it's just like something to do with a Capricorn, or like, I also feel like this Devil card could indicate that like you are working through your own sort of mental imprisonment here, is what I keep wanting to say. You have the Knight of Cups as well on the bottom. Potentially some of you are meeting somebody here, I think for a smaller percentage, but I think most of you are going through major changes in January that's leading to like a super charged level of healing. So let's see what else we get. Let's pull some additional messages here. Okay, so you have Mature Woman, Adjudication, Official Person, Main Female, Distant Horizons, and Message of Concern. So there's some sort of situation here. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. The Message of Concern is potentially some of you handing in like a 2-week notice, you delivering news that you're moving on, something like that going on here. Yeah, I wanted to see what card came in with that, with High Honor, because that to me suggests that you have the respect of the people around you. It's a very good sign for workplace situations, people looking up to you, people coming to you for help, guidance. Main Female, Mature Woman. Interestingly enough, you have a couple people here coming in with the Kings and now the two Mature Woman, Main Female cards. So some of you could be finding people in this month. You also have, or just dealing with the challenges of someone else, something like that going on. Adjudication, Official Person. Official Person is my HR card. Human Resources, which again, this is like maybe you putting in a letter, a resignation letter, or getting a new job. And Distant Horizons is good times ahead with unexpected income on the bottom. So can't beat that. Love this energy. Thank you so much for being here. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.